has kept his nose to the grindstone, and now we sit here in pools and Wave A action.
I believe we are in winners round 3 or 4. Probably, I think round 4 would be winners scores. No, we're still in winners round 3. It's amazing. One of these men will be sent to losers bracket here, but here we go, Bankai. This is what we talked about before.
This is just how deep Tri-State rolls, though.
Exactly.
This is like, you just find matchups like this that that are absolute killers in bracket. People who have won their locals, people who have really done well in their scenes, and they just kind of meet up in winners round 3. Yeah, neutral air, the best worst move in the game.
But what I was trying to say before, it's sort of near the beginning there, as we see Bankai just continuing to rock with the Charizard, and there we go. He's going to want to utilize that Squirtle to rack up as much damage as he can. We see him approaching with those F-tilts. He's going to try to rack up as much damage as he can on this young Link, and he utilizes the up air, still a very powerful move. There we go. We're going to go right back to the Squirtle here. Yeah. Bankai not even letting me talk about how he utilizes this character. He's just going and doing it.
No, I mean, you go in and you get in the face of that child and you beat him up.
Beat this child.
What a bully. Anyway.
Bankai looking very strong this game 1. Biddy off stage here.
F-Smash will not take the stock. Sitting at 123, press the button on the Nair just a little early. He will get down aired for his troubles and sent to the top of the blast zone. 2 stocks apiece. Not insurmountable for Biddy by any stretch of the imagination, but a solid switch out to Squirtle from Bankai.
Yeah, good stuff right there. Biddy up to 101 here. I'm surprised that the Squirtle has remained out. This is sort of the percentage where we see the Ivysaur come out. We see him go for back throw. We see him go for an up air, and he gets one there. Only 42% on his second stock here, sticking with the Charizard, trying to find an opportunity to switch to the Squirtle. He does here, so now the opportunity comes where he can rack up this damage, but Biddy trying to look for this kill here.
You knew that he was going to want to switch to Ivysaur as soon as you saw that damage counter rise up into the red zone, as we should say. But, oh no, not quite yet. Finishing it with the down air is Biddy, but neutral air will keep him in disadvantage.
Yeah, and Biddy so far this game doing a good job of utilizing down air to get himself out of these dangerous situations, especially with Ivysaur below you. It's so dangerous, but that down air is going to take the stock, and we see Bankai at the end going for a little bit of disrespect. That is a 2 stock right there, but right now that is ready, set, go right there for Bankai, utilizing Squirtle to rack up as much damage as he possibly could, utilizing the Ivysaur whenever he had to put himself in a kill situation, whenever he had to, like you mentioned before, when he gets up high in percentage there, he can meet it up a little bit. I felt like that game was a blur.
The standard PT playbook, and also supplementing in Charizard in recovery situations, and also just to give the threat of that big hit coming out, because Young Link a little bit more survivable than it might seem, but still always that looming threat as we go to Smashville for game number 2. The up B and neutral will tack on a little bit of damage, and we'll try not to let Bankai land, because Squirtle will eventually get back, but that's always a challenge, especially against such a projectile-oriented character as Young Link, excuse me. But the objects seem to be to go low, and Bankai would eventually do that.
Okay,
oh my!
Yeah, beautiful start right there from Biddy. Like we said, not playing too crazy right there, just utilizing the arrows, utilizing the boomerang, making Bankai make a mistake, and we see him capitalize with that F-Smash there, only up to 43% here. He can hang back, continue to do what he's been doing. Bankai has to do the adjusting here, maybe stick with a little more Ivysaur. Good recovery there by Biddy, though.
That down air, ever important to the tool set of Ivysaur. You know that he must have been looking for a Vine Whip.
Yeah.
I don't think he realized that he hadn't gotten Vine Whip until a little too late. He was trying to start up his recovery already. Neutral air by Young Link. We'll tag him and start up a decent little combo, but at 48%, I do kind of wonder what he's going for. Probably a back throw into something. Dare I say the Flare Blitz.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're against Charizard there, and that's what Bankai was going for. At one point, he was either going to F smash with or up smash with Young Link above him, or he was going to shield and go for an up throw on that Smashville platform. Either would have probably taken the stock. But here we go, 92% of extra credit here.
Does choose the former jab lock into, oh my gosh.
And that's just knowledge of this character. Biddy has stuck with this character for so long. Jab lock into the F smash. Was that an F smash or down smash?
I believe it was down.
Forgive me.
No, it's all good. I mean, there is absolutely no forgiveness being shown by Biddy right now. After the disrespect that you showed me, game number 1, I have no reason to give you any quarter. But Bankai sitting at 94% with this Ivysaur. Still dangerous situation. Young Link is comboable.
Interesting bullet seed option right there. We see Biddy playing a lot with that Smashville platform. We see arrow into arrow and tried to string that together into an F-air. He can play with that a little bit though.
Pops him up, and that's going to kill the last hit of the up B.
And that's a 2-stock from Biddy. Following up the 2-stock from Bankai with a 2-stock of his own. We're going to move to game 3 here. The stage selection is going to be an interesting sort of query here.
Yeah, and it just goes to show the strength of both of these players. And we saw Ivysaur trying to get back to the ledge there, but eventually getting popped up right upon get up, eventually administering the coup de grace was Biddy with that up B final hit. But
Biddy looked a lot more confident that game. Bankai wasn't really able to rack up sort of the Squirtle damage that he typically likes to early on in percentages, and Biddy just remained patient. He hung back. Bankai, I think he needs to do a better job of not letting himself get hit by those arrows, because it takes away all the momentum. It takes away all the groove sort of you try to get into, especially with Squirtle. But here we go. Bankai early on, 21%. Here we go. We're going to see a grab here. Let's see how much damage he gets off of this. Going for up air there instead of down air. I think he might have been a little bit too high to get as much mileage as he wanted to off of down air, but here we go. Still holding a lead here, and just like that, we're back to even.
Biddy is going to ride the neutral up B until the wheels fall off.
Yes.
Absolutely, and we'll have to see how far that carries him. However, in the arms, really the vines of Ivysaur, Biddy might find himself tangled. We'll have to see. He's keeping his distance now, wants no part of that up-close and personal game of Ivysaur, being supplemented by those Razor Leaves and Vine Whips.
Let's see if maybe Bankai goes.
Called out his jump. I know, commentator said called out, take a shot, but either way, Biddy going to lose the first stock.
What's wrong with saying called out?
I don't know. Someone, what was it, TK or something, said something on Twitter? Was it? Oh, yeah, Coney, that's right. It was one of those two.
Whatever the case, Biddy's going to answer right back with that F smash right there. He has done a good job with these ledge traps right here. We saw at the end of game 2 there, able to pop him up with the down tilt and catches his jump there. Able to take that first stock without racking too much of extra credit there. And there you talk about, again, neutral up B. Not able to get the strong hit of it, but keeps himself even.
Time to get up just perfectly did Biddy to avoid a very watery fate with that down smash.
Oh, okay. Drag down forward air into down tilt. He tried to string together a couple aerials a few times with that move, but not able to get the strong hit of the F there. But 78% on this Ivysaur. Let's see what he can do here to try to get this kill.
Vine Whip to neutralize the boomerang, and now Vine Whip combo trying to look for the Nair, but Biddy very wisely drawing back. He'll draw back a few arrows as well to supplement.
I was going to say, Biddy just looking for any option to pop Ivysaur above him.
Oh my!
But Bankai just as dangerous when you're above him. He's able to get the Vine Whip. And just when I thought Biddy was in a position to potentially take this game 3, you like the footstool right there by Biddy.
Yeah, but Bankai back-aired Biddy into his own bomb. Oh, you could tell he's got some evil thoughts with that back throw cooking up in his head, and at 59%, not undoable for Biddy, but he's going to have to garner just a little bit of momentum here. Bankai, I mean, he's not charging in. He's being smart. It's very smart in avoiding the up B.
Edge guard situation just barely misses with the downer. Biddy able to make it back to center stage. And again, 2 Razor Leaves gets him off stage again, but here we go. Biddy allowing him to just get back to the stage. He wants to rack up a little more damage before he goes for some of these kill conversions. Opportunity here.
Oh, Razor Leaf. Oh, he was...
Bankai choosing not to pull the trigger there.
Had the taste of blood in his mouth, but chose to restrain himself. Dash attack. Catches Biddy. Is this it? Moment of truth is at hand. Can he make it back to stage? Yes, he can, but how does he recover? Oh, down air pops him up to the platform, and that was it. Like a Venus flytrap closing in on its prey. Just put him right on the platform, and the jaws close shut.
That was beautiful stuff right there by Bankai. kind of interesting ending there. We saw. I feel like that was a missed opportunity there for both players there. I feel like Biddy, like once he saw that, like Bankai went for the down air, and he tried to do that drop down up air that we've seen so many times. I feel like he missed it, and Biddy just kind of sat there on the platform and just kind of let himself get hit again. There were many opportunities.